you cannot, we can't hear what you're saying. Yes.
Oh, unmute. Okay.
Okay, you are now okay. Go ahead.
I've done that. Proceed.
Okay. Nasema I was just thanking Gaucho for his activism. Kwa ile kazi anafanya. Even though we don't agree on everything. But here's the thing. I used to be a Raila supporter. First of all, let me say this. Ruto is not the answer to Kenya. We know that. He's a puppet for the Western government. My faith was in Raila Odinga. But nataka kuuliza hivi. Last time in 2017, we supported him. People died. Tulisema paka apishwe. Si unakumbuka? Tulisema paka apishwe. Miguna and others, we went to Canada tukamwapisha. Akakuwa the people's president. Kwa sababu Uhuru, we know that he aliiba kura. We have the evidence. I have the numbers. In fact, I communicated with Miguna. But anyway, after all that, knowing that he was the rightful president of Kenya who won, he decided to go and shake hands with the very person who was gunning us down, killing us, maimed, exiled us. Alafu, akatuambia tataleta Miguna back. And he never mentioned anything about Baby Pendo, Mora, Beneto Msando, mpaka Uhuru akatoka. Tell me a reason why should I support Raila Odinga in 2017? Hata kama alishinda. Because I don't know if he won or not. But why should I support him in 2022? Ama saizi. Because tulipatia kiti tukamwambia Jacob Makombi. Why should I support him after he betrayed us? Gaucho. Swali kwako.
Kitu ya kwanza kama kijana mwenzangu boss jiri ni yako, si kama wewe ni Muslim ama ni Christian, but napea example na ile kitu Yesu Kristo alisemanga ya kwamba si wale wananiita bwana bwana wote wako na mimi kwa roho yao. So sijui kama wewe ambao unaita Raila Odinga ulikuwa president wao, sijui kama ilikuwa ndani ya roho yako. Ya pili, Miguna alienda overboard. Yeye alienda zaidi mpaka ikakuwa hataki kusikia. Unajua kama uko kwa nyumba ya baba yako, hata kama wewe ni mrefu sana, saa zingine unakaa unatulia, baba yako akwambie vitu zingine. Mimi apart from kukuwa bunge president, iko vitu mingi sana nimelearn kwa Raila Odinga, na najua body language yake. Mimi najua akiguza macho hivi mara 2 inamaanisha nini, akiguza mara 3 inamaanisha nini. Miguna iko kitu ilikuja ikakuwa kwa nini yake. Unajua first Miguna hakusupport Raila Odinga tukienda kura, na tujui kama alisupport hata Uhuru, unaona. Then Miguna akakuja akajoin NASA. Kujoin NASA, Miguna akaona
NRM not NASA.
LRM. Kabla kuja na LRM akakuja akajoin nao, then akatengeneza movement yake within ile nini ya kina Raila. Kukua LRM akakuja akakuwa anaona ya kwamba amependwa sana kuliko baba yake, ambayo mtoto ambaye alikuwa pale, baba yetu ni Raila Odinga, yeye ndio nafaa tupe signal. Mimi saa hii iko vitu nafanya, lakini iko vitu zingine natafuta advice kutoka kwake, na mimi ni president wa bunge na unaweza enda ndugu yangu, mimi hata naweza shinda LRM Miguna, kwa sababu mimi unaweza ni control Miguna. Hata wewe kama supporter yake uwezi mcontrol, uwezi muambia jua ana assume ya kwamba anajua kila kitu, unaona. My friend, mimi nilikuwa airport, Miguna akikuja aliambiwa ya kwamba atoe document zake za kuingia. Miguna na kichwa yake ngumu alikataa.
There's a reason why.
Tuchome airport.
No. Sawa, nakubali, lakini wacha nikwambie.
Excuse me. Sorry for interruption. Fabrizio, please, just a moment. Sorry for interrupting you guys. So that we cut the long story short, I think on the issue of Miguna, It's a long story that we might not be able to dispense here, but let me speak as somebody who was in Nairobi by the time and also went when you were supposed to welcoming back. If you want to know the first people who represented Miguna in court for those all the court judgments that you've been claiming that the court administered, these guys were paid by Raila's men. Orengo was among the lawyers there. Nelson Harvey, by that time, Nelson Harvey was working for Raila's team. So it will be noted that even Raila himself said for the matters of Miguna, he will not talk about it because Miguna will not tell you the real thing. Miguna himself refused to cooperate with the government. So he's somebody who wanted to create some drama. So we are not going to generate this show intertalk of Miguna and Miguna.
Okay,
right
I'm,
now,
I'm not addressing.
22
I'm not
election.
addressing. I'm not addressing.
Order everybody. Order everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Lastly,
Let's do this. Fabrizio and team, listen to me very well. We are here. Goja Ghetto President. Goja kidogo na kupatia muda wa kurespond. Okay? Hakuna mtu analazimishwa kusupport Raila Odinga. Kama kuna mtu anasimamia demokrasia katika nchi hii anaitwa Raila Odinga. Anaachia mtu ukitaka kuvaa yellow vaa yellow. Ukitaka green vaa green. Ukitaka blue vaa blue. Raila hajawahi lazimisha mtu kumfuata ama kumsupport. That's number 1. Number 2, wewe kuachana na Raila, okay? Unapaswa kuwa na sababu na umetupatia sababu zako, okay? Kwamba ni kwa nini wewe unapenda Miguna kuliko vile unapenda Raila Odinga. Na uko na uhuru wa kupenda Miguna, kufuatana na Miguna, muende na yeye kule mnaweza fika. Okay? Lakini kusema kwamba sababu ngoja nisikilize. Wewe ukisema kwamba sababu hutaki kusupport baba ni kwa sababu aliacha Miguna, that is a lame excuse.
That is not what I say. Let me reiterate what I say.
We are not visitors here.
Let me.
Okay.
I said this. I did say we didn't support Miguna. The topic is not Miguna.
That's what I'm saying. You are the one who brought it up. And that's why I want you to understand that you're deviating us from the subject that we are discussing.
No,
okay? By
listen to my question.
Issues that you know are not there.
Okay, bro.
Ngoja kwanza, let's make sense of this. Let's make sense of this. Fabrizio, sikiliza tafadhali. Sikiliza kila mtu, tafadhali mute your mics. Nataka tupatie Ghetto President amalize submission yake kama kuna uhuru wa kuondoka. Kile ninachosema Fabrizio ni kwamba wewe umekuja kwa studio vizuri, tumekupatia ukauliza swali, okay? Subiri ujibiwe swali, okay? Ukishamaliza kujibiwa swali, utarespond. You cannot be interrupting when somebody is talking to you and you're interrupting at the same time. We can't hear what you're saying. Your mic is mute. And stop being hyper.
I'm saying this. The question is not about Miguna. Nasema hivi. Me as a Raila supporter, I was betrayed because most of us, including my relatives, were killed supporting him by the person. And then he went back and shook hands with the very person who was killing us. And we were defending. No, you have to listen.
You cannot live in bitterness forever.
It is not bitterness. I'm arguing on principle. On principle. If you're a leader.
The principle of hatred is not a principle. A principle of hatred is not a principle. What you are enhancing is hatred, which is not called for.
Maybe, no, so you are an intellectual midget. If you listen. Listen.
Ben, I beg we proceed. I told you the other day, if you can remember, how to interrupt and divert attention. I told you, if you're having a discussion, the only thing they can do is to come and introduce an issue so that we move from what we were discussing and waste a lot of time and energy discussing him. So if he can tell you he's talking out of ideology, Ruto shook hands with Uhuru, and this Ruto killed people in 2007. Who doesn't know that? And they shook hands. So the main aim of this guy is just to divert our attention. He knows very well. He cannot say he was betrayed. He cannot call himself he's a follower of Raila and a follower of Miguna at the same time. That's a lie. You can't follow Satan and follow Jesus at the same time. You choose who to follow, one at a time. but you can shift posts.
Sawa, Mr. Leo. Sawa, Mr. Leo. Thank you, thank you. Now let's do this. Let's remain focused. Let's do what is required, and we are here for a better Kenya. A better Kenya requires that every Kenyan is catered for. The handshake has accomplished more for this country than any other government ever. Anybody who has a problem with that, he really has a problem. Okay? The kind of infrastructure we have achieved under the handshake is enormous. And a person who does not see that is either blind or is choosing not to see. But because they will always look for an excuse, they will find an excuse with the handshake. Nobody supported the handshake initially. In fact, we never understood what Raila was about. But eventually, we got to see what he was working on. But of course, the enemies rose up and began now to demonize what has really worked. The handshake has worked very well, has brought a lot of change in this country, which we would have never achieved any other way. If we were demonstrating every Monday, we would not have achieved that. And then, of course, the enemies of